Hello. Sunday was my birthday. I was 70. I have no idea how that happened or when that happened. Well, I have actually. I've been alive for quite a long time now. One of my favourite places in Scotland is the top of that road that's always in the news, the Rest and Be Thankful. It's just such a lovely name for the top of a road. To rest and be thankful, to look back down the long journey and see where you've come from. And then, well, actually you can't see that much ahead because it turns round a corner. And that's the way life is. We can look back, but it's difficult to look forward. It would also be true to say that from there, on the other side, it's mostly downhill, at least for a while. It's a time of reflection on memories and what we've done, who we've become. It's a good idea. It's a good exercise in self-exploration. Has my heart become wider to embrace more people, more ideas? Is my mind more hospitable to new thinking, reimagining a different kind of future? What have I learned about God in all that time? Those vast unknown mysteries of life and death, of love and grace, of guilt and forgiveness, of old ways of doing things and new ways and new hopes for the days ahead. All of that. Well, in my thinking, I've thought of one or two Bible verses that have tended to go with me down through the years. One of them's from a letter to the Hebrews, and the words are worth pondering at this stage of my life, where the writer says to people who are struggling in their faith and who have a long way to go, to run with perseverance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus. In other words, keep going, but keep your eyes fixed on Jesus, because you're surrounded by a great crowd of witnesses, all kinds of people, watching us, encouraging us, hoping we'll make a good go of this thing we call life. On my birthday, I had a lot of cards, an awful lot of cards. I had Facebook posts, all kinds of gifts, some of them completely out of the blue, and in this time, many of them delivered to the door with people standing back. Friendships, down through so many years, are about giving and taking, about walking together, about helping each other up when we fall, and about walking alongside in the good places and the more difficult places. And down through the years, there's that accumulated wealth of relationships and conversations and a shared experience of God. It's all good. And so to rest and be thankful is to sit down, look back and be grateful for what's happened, and take time to think about what that all means and what would you like to do for the next stage, the next part of the journey. Another one of those great verses that I go back to again and again is Psalm 103. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all our sins. Well, in 70 years, there's been a lot of them. And God's grace has always been sufficient in that forgiveness and mercy that enables us to begin again and again. Who heals all your diseases. Yes, there have been times when the body has been in trouble and healing has come. Who redeems your life from the pit. And yes, there have been times of depression and grief and loss and disappointment. And it's God who hauls us up from the pit, from the low places, the dark places and the scary places. God has been there. And another one of the Psalm verses says, He took me out of a pit and set my feet on a rock, establishing my way. I just love the solid, straightforward faithfulness of the psalmist who gets that image of being lifted up from where it's all slippery and hard to keep your feet until you're placed on a rock and pointed in the right direction. And then there's the love and kindness of other people, because this same God and his benefits of his love is the one who loves us with compassion. And so there's the kindness and the touches into our lives of other people's graces. So here's this place, 70 years old. Jim, rest and be thankful, but only for a wee while, because you need to get up and go round the corner and find out what's there next. And when you do, another one of those verses of mine will become true. It's at the end of Isaiah. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. So for all that is past, thank you. And for all that is to come, yes. Thank you for listening.